I have been vibe coding agentic behavior. And it's been fun. I gotta tell you guys, I never really caught on to this N8N trend and all that type of jazz because I just didn't want to learn like a node-based drag and drop and then having to figure out how to connect everything and configure everything and then fix everything. So I just decided I'm not gonna do it. I decided I'm going to wait for the next generation of how to solve things. And if all of that sounds a little bit confusing, don't worry, I'll explain it in a moment. Okay. All right. Let me just see here. All right. So, what I'm going to do is I will switch. I wanted to show you what I've been working on when it comes to Claudia. Okay. So you might want to know, what is Claudia, right? What is that Claudia that he keeps bringing up? Hold on. Virtual camera. Which one is this? How do I switch the virtual camera to this source? So right now I'm on this one. Okay, maybe I can. Oh yeah. Okay, well that's good. I guess this kind of works. I'm going to just try to make it a little bigger, so you can see how easy it is to install and what we can even do with it. Okay. Let me just increase the size here. Okay. Well, and then we will drag this over here. And then you have my little face up here. Well, actually, you know what? I can make myself a little smaller too. There you go. Now we're multi-dimensional functional. Okay. All right. Essentially, first of all, what is Claudia, right? Let me pull her up. Claudia, you hear me talk about this. And I don't want to get too complicated with this because I know a lot of people are not there yet, and that's totally fine. But Claudia is essentially a open source project that I've been working on, and it's hosted on GitHub. And you can go down here, you see her, and what it essentially is, it's a thinking partner that lives in your terminal on your computer, and it connects via its brain is currently working with Claude Code. But what it does is it references all your files that you put it in touch with. First of all, there's an onboarding process that we will go through in a second. And when you do that, it'll ask you, obviously, your name, but also what you do. It'll ask you if you want certain things to be kept track of or not. And there are also a couple of avatars, as you can see here in the GitHub repo, as we go through here. So some base avatars. Let me see here. Actually, another here, like entrepreneur, creator, artist. I think it's now in a different section here. And then based on your archetype, it'll build out a basic folder structure or thought pattern structure because it's actually mostly kept inside of a database. And then she can do stuff like this. All right. As you can see here, let me see if you can actually see that. Okay. So, commitment detector. All right. She catches promises in conversations. So, what type of commitments do you have with other people? Right. She surfaces context when people are mentioned. All right. So, she cross references things. She notices recurring themes after a couple observations. She warns you about overdue items, cooling relationships, capacity issues, maybe on your side. Maybe you're taking on too much stuff. Um, and she basically helps you run your personal life, your relationships, and your business at the same time. That's the goal. Okay. But I designed her in a way that it's flexible and it really adjusts to you. And also, if you want, you can connect it to your transcripts of your recordings, or you can connect it to Gmail and all these types of things, right? So let me just show you how easy it is to install, assuming that you already run Claude Code. And again, generally, you have to be careful with these types of things. It runs nice on my system, but there can be prompt injections if you just go and download random repositories or work with them. So you should be careful when you install certain things without, let's say, um, an open repository where you can really read what's in there. So let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger. All you have to do is literally just go to your terminal, and in this case, you want to switch that directory. And I created one. Let me just find it. This is, you drop it in AIAC live. You hit enter, and then you're in this directory. All right, as you can see here. And then all you do is type npx get dash Claudia, and then it'll ask you. There you go. This is Claudia. My daughter drew this actually, and then the funniest thing happened. People actually liked it so much that they created a meme coin around it on Twitter. It's a Claudia coin, and I earned money from just the trade on that coin, even though I didn't create it. And I actually gave my daughter $100 because she created the logo, and I thought it was cute, and it was a way to kind of show her that you can also make money not by just selling cookies or lemonade outside, right? So anyway, Claudia will ask you if you want to set up an enhanced memory system. The default memory system is basically just a file structure with MD files, which is cool. Nothing wrong with it, okay? But in the enhanced memory system, we'll just go yes, click yes and okay. It'll check if you have a certain type of Python already installed. If you have Olama installed, this is a local AI that you will have running on your computer. In my case, I already have it running. In this case, you can also actually, instead of Olama, you can pick a different one. I would try Quen 3. It's a little bit heavier. You need 3 gigs, but it has really good capabilities. So we'll just go select 1 for Quen. And then you can see, boom, it just keeps rattling down. It copying all kinds of files and dependencies. And when it's done, it'll give you this. Let's see. Memory system installed successfully. Run Claude in the new terminal to start. Okay. If Claude was already running in this or in other browser, what do you call it? Sessions in your terminal, then you have to restart it to activate the memory tools. It'll tell you what is enabled. And then what you have to do next, this was a little bit counterintuitive for me, who's, again, not a real like a developer. I'm just a vibe coder. But all you can see here is, let me just pull this a little higher. Next, this is relevant. Okay. You just type CD because what happened, it created a Claudia folder. So CD Claudia. That's how you enter into the directory inside of the one that you're currently in, which is I was in AIC live. And then this folder was created, and now I'm in here. And since I'm in here, I'll just say Claude, as it mentions here, right? And then we are off to a good start. Okay, let's see. Oh, it asks you if this can read and write inside of the folder, and then you're good. Okay, so this is the Claude interface as we're knowing, but now it's running Claudia. And all you see is hi. Okay, that's all it is. That's how you get started. And then she's like, hi there. Let me check if we met before. Let me just see if I can adjust this in width. Okay, and then she calls a couple tools. You can see if there's a profile already in there. And do you want to proceed? Yes. And in the beginning, you gotta give it a little bit of of some allowing a couple of permissions, right? Well, hello, I'm Claudia. I've got a good memory, strong opinions about sentence structure, and a genuine interest in being useful. This is, by the way, live generated. I didn't type that in there to write it. I learn about you over time and remember our conversations. So the more we talk, the better I get at helping. Get at helping. Okay, yeah. But first things first, I'd like to know a bit about you before we dive into anything. What should I call you? Call me, call me kombucho with a W at the end. All right. Nice to meet you, kombucho. That's a name I won't forget. Literally, I remember everything. So tell me a bit about yourself, and so on and so on. So it's a little bit of a conversation up front. But once you get through this, um, you can expect her to build a folder directory and set herself up to really help you a lot. Okay. So, and it's super interesting because the more you feed her your emails, your clients, your work schedule, all your commitments during the day, just through conversations, or you tell her to go look at your calendar or your email, she can ask you to pull these things and then you can get all that context in there, which is super impressive. And she can help you make sense of all of it. Okay. So that's Claudia. That is how Claudia works. Actually, let me just exit out because, well, actually, yeah, no, I can exit out of this because we don't need this right now. And I'm actually working on a new version already that makes it a little bit easier to see what Claudia is saying to you among all these tool calls and all these things. But that's something for another day. Just wanted to show you Claudia, and let me just adjust that back here. And if you have any questions about Claudia, obviously you should ask me, and I'll be happy to answer it. Okay, I'm starting to learn how this interface here works. Okay, there we are. Okay, guys, this was just a quick one. I just wanted to let you know Claudia is under development. I'm having a lot of fun with this. I wanted to know if you guys are vibe coding anything because I will be working on a hackathon slash vibe coding hackathon with the community here and with a couple other people. So I'd love to know from you if you have any questions about it. If you would like to participate, it's going to be free. I will moderate it. And the goal would be for everybody to create something that they can be either amazed of or proud of. And it'll be a lot of fun. It'll definitely blow your mind. So, that being said, guys, hope you have a wonderful weekend. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye bye.